Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's VK the Reaper, and welcome to TasteMaker, a restaurant tycoon game where you can build a glorious restaurant like this one. Of course, we're not going to be doing that today. We are going to be making an absolute disaster of a restaurant where you're forced to walk through a gauntlet of dartboards as you walk to your tables where absolutely nothing is served to you. Now, we're going to go ahead and start by hitting the play button here, jumping into the sandbox because we don't want to mess with those scenarios, and going into normal mode. Now, here is our lovely plot, which you start out with. It's very small, but that's not going to apply to us because we're going to make it a lot bigger over time. And as you can see, we have these lovely people walking by who will hopefully soon become patrons of our restaurant. Now, we have to start off with 4 walls and a door to get our restaurant up and running. So we'll just go pop those in here real quick. Very good. And then throw on our door, which we have plenty of options for, but honestly, I think we'll go with the open air door, which is just a simple archway. And then we'll go ahead and throw in a few windows here. Just to give a little bit of light into our restaurant. And as you can see, they are trying to teach us how to rotate the camera, so we'll get rid of that. This looks good, but wonderful. A nice little prison cell, restaurant that we can go ahead and continue to build out as the game progresses. Now, the first thing we want to do is look at our lovely options here, where we can have a claw machine, an arcade machine, but we are going to be placing slot machines. Slot machines will generate us money over time and passively generate income. So I'm going to go ahead and place a few of these. Wonderful. We have our 4 slot machines here ready to go. And now we need to start looking at what dishes we can make available. Now, our goal is not to sell food or serve food, but you need to start doing that in order to get people to actually come to your restaurant. So first things first is I don't think we need these windows here. So let's go ahead and get rid of these windows here. We can just go ahead and delete those. Perfect, much better. So the first thing we're going to want to do to start off here is actually, let's hire an employee. We have this lovely gentleman, Thomas, here, ready to start working for a measly 45 cents per month, or coins per month. So we'll drop him in here. Look at this fellow. He's just ready to go. Beautiful. Now, we need to start getting the different items that we need for our restaurant. The small fryer, which must be placed on top of a cabinet, as well as the cutting board and the potatoes here. So we'll go ahead and start getting those placed within the world. Now, the cabinet has to be placed, or our fryer has to be placed on top of a cabinet. So we'll do that there. We're going to need a shelf, because obviously our potatoes here, they need to be stored on a shelf. We cannot order them unless we have a shelf placed. So we'll go ahead and put a shelf right next to our deep fryer here and order up some potatoes. And then we will wait for the next delivery cycle to hit and have those delivered to us. Perfect. Now you can see down the bottom there, our delivery guy is delivering our wonderful potatoes. There they are on the shelf. And now we can get started on getting the rest of the things we need to get these potatoes cooked and get people into our restaurant. So we're going to need the cutting board and plates. Now, we can order the plates straight away. They'll go in the cabinets. And we're going to go ahead and sell one of these slot machines to get some funds so that we can actually buy our cutting board and countertop. Now, the cutting board, it cannot be placed next to the fryer or on top of the shelf system. So we're going to need to get another cabinet, which we'll throw in this corner right here. And we can place the cutting board right on top of that. And then we can continue to buy this crappy table, which people aren't going to like, but it's not going to matter. It won't be there long. And we can also buy these plastic lawn chairs, which is going to be our seating for our lovely patrons. We can add the fries to the menu. We'll sell them for 20 coins a piece. That way we can generate some money, hopefully get more slot machines. And there's our first customer. Our employee just served them fries. We're going to move these slot machines over. Now, we don't want to be selling fries for long because we don't want to have to keep an inventory of any food or take up any space that could be better used for our slot machines. But we'll let him do his thing. We'll get a few more plates for now just to kind of get our name out there and hopefully get more patrons into our restaurant. And look, we have... Perfect. We have a lovely gentleman heading straight for our slot machine. He'll be generating us income over time every time that wheel spins. We will get 1 coin. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but once you have a lot of slot machines, that'll be very good for us. We'll be generating quite a bit of income. So let me just do some work here, continue to expand a little bit, and I will be right back. And welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we've done quite a bit of updating. We've gotten rid of some of the unnecessary things within our restaurant, and we're making a lovely 7 coins per month. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it will add up over time. You know, this is a long con, as they say, and we need to take our time with it. Now, one thing that is absolutely not necessary for our particular restaurant to run is we do not need walls. So let's go ahead and remove all of these walls. So that we can do some get some money back from those. We'll get about 10 coins back per wall, which should lead us to being able to buy another slot machine if all things go well. Just get rid of these. Yes, we have 300 coins already, and we'll delete the rest of these because they're completely unnecessary for what we're trying to do here. And that will give us enough money to buy another slot machine. So we'll go ahead and place that slot machine down. Perfect. So now we have 5 slot machines. Let me just work on this, and I will be right back. As you can see, we've increased our arsenal to 7 slot machines and 1 claw machine. We can now fire our employee. We no longer need him. And why are we losing money? Okay, it seems that we are continuing to order 10 potatoes every single month, and although we don't have storage space for them, we are still being charged for them. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of those. We're also going to make sure that we're not ordering any plates, and perfect. So now we can just sit back and relax and continue to generate income. Now, the next thing that we need to worry about is we're still getting that storage not reachable notification. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but we are going to need to start worrying about our rating. Our decor, our price are the 2 things that we can work on now. Now, although we don't sell any food, we can decrease the price of our food to 0, so that will fix that problem, but we do need to start working on decor. Our restaurant needs to look good. It'll draw more people in that way. And we have plenty of options here. They all cost their own amount and increase the decor their own amount. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away real quick and work on this, and I will be right back. And there you have it. Our lovely restaurant is all gussied up, looking beautiful. We're continuing to have our slot machines generate us money. We are down to 6 because I had to sell a little bit to get our decor up here. But either way, it continues to bring in money every single month. We're getting reviews from our lovely customers. Our star rating is still a 3.5, but that will change over time. We're going to continue to work on that as we go. But at this point, I think we're in a good spot where I can just leave this for a few hours, come back and see where we're at, and then I will make some updates from there. So I will see you guys shortly, and yes. Okay, everybody, welcome back to our beautiful restaurant. As you can see, there have been a lot of changes made. We've expanded quite a bit, added quite a few more slot machines, many more tables where no one is being served anything. Absolutely no food is made in this restaurant. There are just tables to draw you in and make you sit there until you do not receive food and get upset and then wander off and get stuck doing something else. As you can see, we still do not have enough fryers. We have no French fries, and we are generating money hand over fist. Last month, we made 333 coins over the course of the month. So yes, I did leave this for a very, very, very long time. And as you can see in the upper left, we have a wonderful 968,941 coins and rising. And all these lovely customers just waiting for nothing. We only serve French fries here. That's all they want. They're begging for us to give them French fries, but we're not going to. We're going to just continue to milk them for all the money that they can possibly give our establishment here. And you can see our star rating increased a little bit up in the upper left, and we're having about 119 customers in the restaurant at one time. Our lovely employees off to the races with that vacuum cleaner, walking through this gauntlet death trap of dart throwers as they get to the different tables that they need to clean. Everyone's so happy to be here. Now, we do generate money from the dartboards. We generate about 1 cent per dartboard every time someone uses it, similar with the slot machines. But we have plenty of slot machines for anyone to play, and we have an army of dartboard players there as well. I don't know why they group up the way that they do on one particular wall, but they're loving it. They're simply loving playing darts and throwing them as the other patrons dodge the darts. Now, I think my favorite part about this is that as customers come in, there's swarms of them. Quick break. Here are our vacuum cleaners. Let's hire another employee for, yes, 54 coins per month. Perfect. She will do great work for us. But we just have plenty of people coming in, and as they walk to their table, they either get stuck at a slot machine. We're going to make sure everyone's cleaning. But they get stuck at a slot machine or a dartboard on their way to the table, or they make it all the way to the table, get so sick of waiting, as these customers are heading there now, heading through the gauntlet of darts. Everyone's so happy. But they get upset like this gentleman here and walk away from their table. So we'll follow him. See, he's still thrilled to be here. He has no complaints whatsoever. Smiles all around. So many happy customers. But he's going to head down, and I'm assuming he's just going to leave the restaurant. He waited quite a while for his food and naturally would be very upset about never receiving it. So let's just see where he heads. And no, he's joined the gauntlet of dart throwers to create this obstacle course for the other patrons to walk through, as well as the army of dart throwers behind him. Where did you all come from, and why are you all grouped up like this? And then you just... They just walk away in, like, single file line. I don't understand why it's like this, but they just seem to follow each other. And it's glorious. Our whole bottom floor has absolutely no one, but this upper floor is just a line of slot machine players on the back wall, dartboard players lining up, ready to continue this obstacle course. So I'm just going to sit here and watch my restaurant generate money for a little while. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a great time as I did, and I will catch you guys next time.